So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us for a very, very special morning in Oakland history, in Oakland Roots history, and in Oakland sporting history. My name is Tommy Hodel. I'm the Vice President of Public Relations and Communications here at Oakland Roots. We're super, super excited to be announcing today, as an Oakland native, someone who loves this building, grew up here, that the Oakland Roots Sports Club will be playing their 2025 season, USL Championship season, right here at the Oakland Coliseum. Wow. So to get things started today, we're first going to bring up a bunch of esteemed speakers and guests today to tell you what this all means in the future here in Oakland and at the Oakland Coliseum. So first up, welcome up to the podium, Oakland Roots and Soul Sports Club President, Lindsay Behrens.
Thank you, Tommy. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
On behalf of Oakland Roots and Soul Sports Club, I would like to thank the City of Oakland, the County of Alameda, the JPA, and everyone involved in making it possible to say something that everyone in our organization has dreamed about from the moment the club was born. The Oakland Roots are coming to the Coliseum. This club was founded with a purpose, to harness the magic of Oakland and the power of sport as a force for social good. I can't think of a better expression of that purpose than ensuring that we keep sports, jobs, investment, and joy right here in East Oakland. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the journey that has brought us here today. When we set out to bring pro soccer to Oakland, we faced one particular challenge above all others. The number of stadiums that met the standards required for professional soccer in Oakland was 0. This was the first real test of our commitment to purpose. We have invested millions of dollars to ensure that we could bring pro soccer to the town, and to make sure Oakland sports fans had a team that cared about them as much as they care about us. The journey from then to now has not been easy, and I'd like to take a moment to thank Laney College, Merritt College, Las Positas College, and Cal State University East Bay for each being incredibly generous hosts to the Roots along the way. I'd also like to give special thanks to our staff, who have worked unbelievably hard in very difficult circumstances as we had to move from place to place. And more than anything, thank you to the fans who traveled with us and showed up wherever the team played. We are so excited that our fans will now get to bring our uniquely passionate, diverse, and inclusive Roots game day experience to the Coliseum. At our club, we talk a lot about the importance of knowing your roots, that to know where you come from means to know where you're going. To have the opportunity to continue the proud tradition of sporting excellence in this historic stadium, an iconic venue that means so much to so many, and to be able to shape a bright new future for professional sports in Oakland and the East Bay is a privilege and a responsibility we gladly accept. The Coliseum deserves pro sports. Oakland deserves pro sports. And with the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup around the corner and soccer growing faster than at any time in the history of the United States, this is an opportunity for Oakland to reestablish itself as the leading sports town we all know it is. Also, Oakland and the East Bay deserve women's sports. The reaction to the Oakland Soul has been absolutely incredible, and we have only just gotten started. We already have an agreement in place to bring the Oakland Soul to join the USL Super League, the new National Professional Women's League, and we're excited to bring women's pro soccer to Oakland for the first time as soon as we have a long-term stadium arrangement. People talk a lot about how Oakland is gritty. It's tough, it's resilient, all of that is true. And we wouldn't be sitting here today if we didn't try to embody those qualities. But Oakland is so much more than that. It's beautiful, it's exceptional, it's magic. It's worthy of the big stage, and we cannot wait to welcome all the supporters, old and new, here next year to experience that magic together. Finally, thank you to every single one of our fans who stuck with us on this journey, who cheered for us, who invested in us, who believed in us. Thank you. This moment is for you. We are very fortunate today to be joined by some esteemed guests without whom we would not be here. We have had the support of the city council, the mayor, the board of supervisors all along the way. And I'm very excited to be able to introduce them in just a second. We have Mayor Sheng Thao here, Alameda County Board of Supervisors Dave Halbert, and City Council member and chair of the JPA, Rebecca Kaplan. I also want to acknowledge some additional elected officials who are here with us today. Oakland City Council President Nikki Fortunato-Bass, and Oakland City Council member Noel Gallo. And finally, I want to acknowledge Ray Bobbitt with AASEG, who we know has recently signed term sheets to acquire ownership of this facility. We are so excited by that development, and we have enjoyed a fabulous working relationship, and we look forward to continuing to do that. So thank you, Ray, for being here. I will turn it over back to Tommy.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, for that. We would like now to welcome up to the podium the great mayor of the city of Oakland, Mayor Sheng Thao.
Good morning, everyone. Are y'all excited? Come on. We got to get the energy going in here. I'm very excited. You know, not only did we just recently sign the deal with AASEG to sell our half, but we know that they have also worked on a parallel path with the Oakland A's to sell their half. So for the first time in history that I could think of or remember, this great property here will only have one owner, and that is AASEG, Ray Bobbitt. What does that also mean for the Oakland Roots and in the future, the Oakland Soul? That means that we have one person and one organization that we can work with to ensure the livelihood, and not just that, but the perpetual games that we're going to see here in Oakland. So no more traveling to Cal State East Bay, even though we like them very much and we appreciate them. But we want our Oakland team rooted right here at the Coliseum. Are y'all excited to watch games here in 2025? Not only will we be watching soccer here, professional soccer here at the Coliseum, we'll be saving jobs at the Coliseum. We know that the Coliseum is home to many people when it comes to the jobs, the vendors. It's right here directly. It's mainly the people here that live in Oakland that work here in the Coliseum. Not only that, but we also know that the Oakland Roots and Soul, that they are Oakland. We know that because they're day in and day out, they are in the community. They are serving the community. They know what it means to be a strong partner, to be a great partner. And this is what the Oakland Roots and Soul is all about. These are built into their values. And this is why we love them so much. And this is why we fought for them. I want to applaud the county for working with the city to ensure that this got done. It didn't get done so quickly. However, it got done. And so thank you to the Board of Soups, and Dave Halbert is here to represent the Board of Soups. Let's give the county a round of applause. Again, this is just the very beginning. What this will be able to do is really start the engine of our economic development here at the Coliseum. Not only will we have games where people can come and spend their money on their food, the vendors, and watch great soccer, but what this will also be the catalyst for is for the growth of this area. For far too long, East Oakland has been missing out in regards to development, but no longer under this administration, no longer under this ownership, no longer under these pro sports. We are coming together because we are one Oakland. We have the Oakland values, and together we're going to get stuff done here in East Oakland and Oakland at large. That's the excitement that we are all here for. more so than that, I just want to commend Lindsay. Thank you so much. I know that it's not easy to deal with bureaucrats and and elected officials, but you stuck in there and you fought and you were able to be flexible, and you, all of your staff and your whole team, and you continue to believe in Oakland because, again, it's who you are. And so I just want to commend you. I want to commend the owners of the team and all the sponsors of the team. If you are a sponsor, owner, or have anything to do with the Oakland Roots or Soul, please stand up. Come on, don't be shy. Angela, back there. Come on, let's give them all a round of applause. We thank you for continuing to believe in us, and we are here for you, hand in glove. Now let's get to playing some soccer. I'm going to bring up next, I believe, is it okay? Yes, the Board of Supervisor, from the Board of Supervisor, representing the Board of Supervisor. Give a round of applause to Dave Halbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mayor Thao. Good morning, Oakland. How are we doing today? It's a great day, is it not? Look at this beautiful scenery. We are on hallowed ground. Councilmember Gallo, I know you know just the history that exists here, and we're going to make more history. This is a historic day, and it did not come without great struggle.
Great struggle.
Mayor Thao, as you mentioned. I want to say congratulations, Lindsay, to you and the entire Roots organization. I want to say thank you to Rebecca Kaplan, the chairman of our JPA, who, without her continued persistence, this would not be possible. I'll just leave it at that, continued persistence. But I'm looking forward to, as Mayor Thao said, more soccer in Oakland. When I say dolly, 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 oh, you know what to say back. That's right. And I've enjoyed going to the Cal State East Bay for games, and I can't wait. We have 17 home games minimum next year. When we make the playoffs, we will have more games. It's going to be in the best stadium that I think the entire league plays in. We're going to make sure of that. And what it means also, we get to keep jobs here in Oakland. And I can't underscore what Mayor Thao said about the consolidation of ownership under the great umbrella of AASEG and what is yet to come. Greater days are yet to come. This is a wonderful, historic day, but the future is bright in Oakland. I want to say again, congratulations to Roots, congratulations to Oakland, Mayor Thao, and thank you so much to my colleague, and I'll introduce and have her come up, Rebecca Kaplan.
Thank you so much, Supervisor Dave Halbert, who is not only a hard-working, dedicated county supervisor, but is also one of the board members of the JPA, which is the Coliseum Authority Board that we serve on, overseeing this amazing facility. And thank you so much, Lindsay and Mayor Thao. What a great day this is in Oakland. Yes. Okay, no, I'm not going to throw the ball at you. I'm just gonna, because I don't want to knock out any of the cameras. But I am so thrilled and honored and excited to be able to celebrate this momentous occasion as we are seeing that, yes, people are incredibly excited to come bring activity here to the Coliseum. That this property here at the Oakland Coliseum has the best weather, the best people, has the best transit access and the best freeway access and the best airport access and the best rail access of any site in the country. Thank you, Mayor Thao. Brilliant point. And the best fans. Let's give the fans a round of applause. Here, I'm going to have you hold this so I can do the round of applause. And I want to so appreciate the incredible work of the JPA staff, not only putting together this beautiful event here for us today, but for all the incredible hard work that the JPA staff does every day to keep this facility running. And that one of the commitments that I made as chair this term of the JPA board is that we would not allow this to become an abandoned site. That's right, that we would not allow this to become an abandoned site, and that we are committed to making sure that it will have a future that is vibrant and active and brings jobs and brings revenue and brings positivity for the surrounding community. And that is what we are doing here today with celebrating Oakland Roots playing soccer here in 2025. Yes. And that is also what we are doing by moving forward with development of this site in partnership with AASCG to bring jobs and housing and activity and conventions and other activity to this site that will yield jobs and revenue for decades to come. This is an amazing opportunity to build on what is one of the largest, most developable sites in America that has already a pre-cleared environmental review with the Coliseum Area Specific Plan, and it is accessible to the entire Northern California mega region to come enjoy and attend events here and get to be a part of this momentum. And I really want to also thank my colleagues on the council, Councilmember Noel Gallo, Council President Nikki Bass, and the rest of the council members for helping to advance this vital effort. And by the way, you know what else Roots is doing today? They now have available on their website ticket deposits that you can purchase right now for the 2025 season here at the Coliseum. So everybody out there, go online today and buy your ticket deposits for the 2025 season and join us as we build on the future of this amazing site with the world's largest and fastest growing sport. That's right, soccer, or as many call it, football, is in fact both the largest and the fastest growing sport in the world. And we are launching here at the Coliseum right in the lead up to World Cup coming to our region in 2026. And so it is an amazing opportunity to build on that excitement, to build on that positivity, to build on that easy transit access, which you can, when I said it's easily accessible by train, now there's the proof coming by. Pause for train noise. Because we have here a beautiful, accessible, welcoming location, and we are committed to building that vibrant future, and Roots is committed to building that vibrant future. So let us say, know your roots. Know your roots. Know your roots. Your roots. Your roots. Know your roots. We have the opportunity here to build on our history, to honor our history while building that stronger, more vibrant future together. Thank you so much to our colleagues at the county with whom we have been in partnership in building this. Thank you to everyone who has worked so hard to get us to this moment. And we are so excited to see you all here for the games for 2025 soccer here at the Oakland Coliseum. Yeah! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Council Member, Supervisor, Mayor, and our President, Lindsey Behrens. Next up, we're just going to open it up for questions for anyone who has them. If you would please raise your hand, I'll bring a mic around. Make sure to state your outlet, your name, where you're coming from, and then go ahead and ask your question away. And we'll go ahead and get started with any questions. You guys have your other mics.
We can also do individual. Oh, this is on. Oh, green.
Test. Okay. Jonathan Como, Oakland Roots blog. My question is for Lindsey. Today's announcements for Roots, still a little unclear what this means for Soul. What needs to happen for Soul to play here?
Thanks, Jonathan. So Oakland Soul, for anybody who's not aware, is our women's soccer team. They play in the USLW League. They just wrapped up their second season with an exciting run in the playoffs. They have been playing at Merritt College. W League is a pre-professional league. And we have the rights, as I mentioned earlier, to put Soul into the USL Super League, which is a fully professional league. In order for Soul to be promoted to the professional league, we need a permanent stadium. The Soul season will start in August and go through June. So it's actually counter-programmed to Roots, which means we'll have professional and soccer in Oakland year-round, which is pretty incredible. Not many markets in the United States will be able to stake claim to that. So as soon as we can get a permanent stadium, and we know that we will have a place to play for the duration of Soul's inaugural season as a professional team, we can promote them to being pro.
Hi, my name's Samantha. I'm with KQED News. Congratulations. I guess the question I have for you today is, with the A's no longer playing here, there were a lot of people who previously worked at the Coliseum who were laid off. With the Roots coming in, are there plans for rehiring, or what does it look like in terms of hiring people to work the stadium in the next year?
Yeah, great question. So this stadium, the whole complex actually is managed by AEG, and they will continue to manage the Coliseum after the A's depart, and they will be the ones responsible for hiring the staff who work our games.
Hi, just to piggyback off your answer to the previous question, to the mayor, what kinds of things do you think Oakland could do to try and assist with a permanent stadium for the Soul and then also with Roots, given what the flux has been here in this particular space?
Let me elaborate, and then I'll hand it off to the mayor. So Oakland Roots and Soul have been working on a modular stadium that would be built next door to the Coliseum property at a lot called the Malibu lot. It's called Malibu because it used to be home to the Malibu Grand Prix. Our plans for developing that stadium continue, and currently it is on pace to be opened in the spring of 2026. So presuming we're able to get that done, we would be able to make Soul pro in 2026 and also move Roots to that stadium.
So what can the city do? The city can continue to work with the Oakland Soul and the Oakland Roots to move this forward with the partnership of the county. And so I don't know if Supervisor want to say anything to add on to that, but we are, that is the goal.
That's another continued persistence topic, is working through the partnership that we have and making the Malibu side available. And we can also talk about Harbor Bay and over in Alameda. We're going to make that available for World Cup 2026 venue. We still have a lot of great things to partner on. We're committed to doing that. I'm committed to doing that. The JPA is committed to doing that. And as was mentioned, part of that includes this property, the Coliseum property and the arena, and separately it also includes Malibu. We're going to continue to work on that.
Absolutely. And I would add to that the city's work on the broader development of the entire Coliseum area also feeds into that. And the partnership that we have launched with AASEG will help to ensure bringing the type of development and support for all of this effort. And then finally, as you've heard today, the ticket deposits go on sale for the Roots. So everybody out there who wants to help support this effort, go online, buy your ticket deposits today. Help us send the message that we want this here, that the community is here. And that is something that those of us who are the elected officials over these sites have been working to uplift that message, that we are here, that this facility is amazing, and that we are ready to support a vibrant future. And so we invite everyone to join us in that commitment so that both teams can feel that love and build that stronger future.
Hi, Shomik from the East Bay Times. Speaking of persistence, I was wondering if either of the JPA representatives or Mayor Thao, you could elaborate, now that the AASEG deal is done, what eminent domain considerations you guys took, if you guys brought attorneys in and considered kind of taking the Coliseum. What were some of the battles that were fought to get here?
I don't know, eminent domain would be more of a city question, I guess, but I'll tell you that as we got here, I don't think any options were left off the table, and the path that got us here was a smooth path to get to this point in terms of, again, we had to say no to a lot of other options, but we got here. We didn't have to go to court. We didn't have to declare eminent domain. We're at a point where the deals are set, the terms are being agreed upon. Until money's exchanged and escrows are closed, you know, anything can happen, but we have a clear path forward, and it's going to be a smooth ride.
Just to add on that, I just wanted to appreciate AASEG for working with the Oakland A's on purchasing their half. We knew that when we were selling our half to AASEG that there was already a parallel path that was happening where they were working on that. And so, of course, all options were on the table. However, with that being said, that would have been something that we would have maybe pressed the trigger on if we didn't have strong leadership from ASEG and Ray Bobbitt to really bring the A's to the table to sell their half so that we can sell our half, and then at the same time working with the JPA leadership to insist that this moves forward in a way where we are keeping Oakland values, and that is keeping Oakland roots and soul in the city.
That's right. And in terms of the question of what other steps have helped lead to this moment and make this possible, the City Council initiated this process back in 2015 to approve this site for major new development. And I think that's important to share because some people mistakenly think that this idea just fell out of a tree, but it did not. I guess here it would be an oak tree that things would just fall out of, not to claim anybody else's trees. But it is important to recognize that this idea did not just come last week. The plan to develop this site with jobs and housing and commercial development and sports and entertainment was approved by the City Council in 2015 with the adoption of the Coliseum Area Specific Plan, which authorizes that development of this site. And then in 2019, the City Council unanimously approved what's called a Surplus Lands Act notice, which also authorizes the sale of this site. And so we now have before us this incredible opportunity. And thank you, Mayor Thao and your team, for making sure that that work was expedited and took place efficiently and effectively so that we now have the opportunity for this site to be under united leadership that will allow for it to be developed in a way that will bring billions of dollars of investment and jobs and ongoing tax revenue to support vital services throughout the city for years to come, and will bring a lot of activity here, including and incredibly importantly with Roots Soccer being one of those amazing activities that we are so thrilled to be welcoming here today. And we also appreciate the county and the A's and ASEG working together to reach agreement, and those agreements have now been reached on both sides, both on the A's side and on the city side, to advance this important project.
Bob Riddell, NBC Bay Area. Point of clarification and a question. This is a $3 million lease, 17 games next season. You haven't talked about 2026. 2026 would be modular if everything goes according to plan. Is that correct?
That's right. This is a one-year lease.
Okay.
The payments to play here have a variety of factors that take into account based on the estimated number of fans that we expect here. That's the number we expect to pay to be here. And then, yes, the plan for 2026 is moving forward with the modular stadium at Malibu, which would allow us to play there for a period of 10 years.
And then my question about the fans. I assume you're not expecting to fill the Coliseum. What would be your normal fan attendance, and how would it compare to the current A's attendance, and what would the vibe be like? More?
Well, so our footprint at the Coliseum will be approximately 15,000. And if you look over my shoulder, it will be the first level of the west side of the seats. And we expect to import the game vibes that we had at Laney and Cal State East Bay, which are community, family-friendly, and a giant block party, concurrently with an incredible professional soccer game. So we are very excited to be able to have that here at the Coliseum, which, as has been mentioned, it's so much more accessible. We have a lot more room to accommodate a lot more of our fans, and also to add premium options, which is something we've not had access to at our other venues. But we will have access to suites here, as well as creating a club that will be inclusive of food and beverage. So it opens up a wide number of opportunities for us. I expect to sell out every game.
Dolly, Dolly, Dolly.
Oakland Roots.
Hi, Doug Zimmerman from Soccer Bay Area. If the Malibu Stadium isn't ready for 2026, is it a possibility to do another season at the Coliseum?
That remains to be seen, but it's very much a conversation we'd be open to having. Once ownership is consolidated and certain for 2026, we would definitely consider that.
Short answer, I'm going to say yes, if we can. I'll lean into that one.
Yeah, I'll join my JPA colleague here in saying yes. I mean, this building has great bones, great history, and I'm thrilled, and I want to be clear, today we're celebrating the 2025 plan, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't be here in 2026 if that were to turn out to be a request. So, and obviously we are in the process of transferring ownership to AASCG, whose representative is here with us today. But I also want to be clear that AASCG already has a cooperation agreement in place with Oakland Roots and Soul to work together on their presence as part of this large-scale development. So they are already working together, and so I wouldn't anticipate any problems with any of that.
To follow up on that, it's been a long time since this stadium sold out. One time that it did, and I think the highest attendance record was a soccer game. And that can happen again. It will happen again. And so let's look forward to selling out the entire stadium.
Yeah, expect our opening game day will be more than our footprint here.
And I'll just add that one of the brilliant things about bringing Oakland Roots here to the Coliseum is that we can have a planned base footprint of 15,000, but go online and buy your ticket deposits today, because if we see that many more people than that are buying tickets, we can rearrange to open more sections. And so we have that capacity to expand here in order to accommodate the demand as we see those happening. So buy your tickets today.
Lindsay, what's the website again?
RootsSC.com. OaklandRootsSC.com, sorry.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to join our marketing team, we'd be happy to have you. So before we close, I just would like to let anyone know, if you would like to speak with anyone further, please come find me. We're happy to do that. I want to recognize a couple other people who we have here that you potentially might want to speak with, have a good story. I want to shout out our head coach, Gavin Glinton, who's actually played in this building before. So soccer player who's been in this building before, played in this building, as well as won an MLS championship. So I also want to recognize our captain is here and our all-time leading goal scorer. So Johnny Rodriguez and Nabil Hackshaw. Definitely go speak to these guys about what it could mean to be playing in this building. And then also want to recognize some of the co-founders in attendance, Idris Argandawal, Benny Aziz, and Mike Geddes, all available as well as anyone up on stage. If you would like to speak further, we'd be happy to. But thank you so much for coming, and that concludes the press conference. Thank you, guys.
Play some music. This reggae music.